It was a dream, it was a thought, and when the tent actually came in and we seen all the pieces, it's like, wow, we're ready.
We've been looking at ways that we can help get our homeless a place to have a roof over their heads in the evening, and so this has been really important. People living on the streets and going from different places, that's not a way to live. And so we've reached out. The Salvation Army has been a great partner in this, been so great in making sure that we can actually have something. We work with the governor to make sure that we can get some funding to make this happen, and really getting people a place to safely rest their heads is super important.
So we open from 7 p.m. at night to 7 in the morning. And so 7 p.m. they will check in at our intake tent. We will give them a meal for dinner. In September, when our shower comes in, they can actually take a shower. This will be our common area where they can have their meal, just talk story. And we also want this to be a hub that the service providers that are already doing outreach on the streets with them can come here and meet them in person and address whatever's issues happening and how can we help them get into the systems that they need services with. So we'll be kind of like the touch base to our community of homeless providers. And then of course that'll be, tonight it'll be 25 cots, men and women. It'll be divided. And we just want them to have a space that they can lay their head down and go to sleep and not worrying about anybody assaulting them at night, taking their belongings, but we just want them to rest. And then in the morning they have to go back out again. They cannot do any illegal substances on our property, but they can come in intoxicated. As long as they're behaving themselves, they're going to respect our rules, respect the other guests we have here. They're welcome to stay here. And same thing, they may come under the influence of some kind of substance, but as long as they're behaving, they're not acting out, they're welcome to stay here at night. So everyone can bring up to one pet only. And we have kennels, and we'll get some pet carriers depending what the number of pets come, but we're going to accommodate them with a carrier.
I think a lot of people have been afraid of the homeless, and homeless, just because you're homeless doesn't mean you're a criminal. And so a lot of people have been afraid, but a lot of the people that we see, really you don't have to be afraid of, but giving those people a place where they can rest their head at night, I think eases the minds of the community by knowing that they're not going to be in their doorways. They're not going to be, one of the problems we have downtown is people using the doorways and different places in public for their bathrooms. Having a place where we know that they can use the restroom, where they can get food, where they can have a pillow under their head at night is just super important.